I got launched into the IBC world when I went from being told there was nothing wrong with me to the fact that I was going to die, literally in a period of a few months. I had never heard of inflammatory breast cancer, and I obviously grew up in a world hearing about breast cancer, but I really did not feel that it was a threat in my life. My family are diabetics. That's kind of focused on. I focused on my health that way, keeping my weight down, being careful about what I ate, things like that. And I was being, what I felt like living a healthy lifestyle. One day I woke up, my breast was red hot and swollen, and I went to the doctor, and that's where it went from there's nothing wrong with you to you have a few months to live. In that time, I got really involved in learning more about the disease, and I found that inflammatory breast cancer has been around for almost 200 years. It was first written about in the 1800s. It's called the angry breast. It had a little resources for education. It had low levels of detection. It can't be found until late stage presentation with skin changes, like what happened with me. In that process, I also learned that there was very little research funding, and I also learned that it was highly fatal. All these things put together really, to me, made me want to have a cause to action, or call to action, I guess I should say. And so then, when I was getting better, I started a support group, which is 7 women. That led to me hearing that my story was not unique, and it was difficult to get diagnosed, and I found out the lack of funding was international. So I got together with some friends, and we started a foundation. And we named it the IBC Network. We put the word network in there because we wanted to be a very actionable organization. We didn't have any money. We didn't have we couldn't do galas and things like that like you typically see for fundraisers. We didn't have the audience. We didn't have the funding. And we live in a world that's a little pink fatigued. And we wanted to come up with something different. A wonderful woman named Lori Gill Grinham, who lived in Ohio, was a physician who had been diagnosed with IBC, and she asked me to do something special. She said, let's do something and have a family-friendly event and call it Hunt for Hope. It was a signature event that kicked off. We raised $30,000 in 6 weeks, and we flipped that within a few weeks into research funding at MD Anderson. And then we realized we were onto something, that people cared about the transparency, they cared about the quickness, they knew what they were going to be funding when they went to that hunt. We shared the research that was going to be targeted with that, and it was amazing. It was a grassroots effort. At that time then, I went ahead and filed for the 501c3, and the IBC Network was born. We are now a little bit over 5 years old. We run very lean. 89 cents out of every dollar goes into research, and we've funded over $1 million. We now have a sister charity in the UK that has funded their first efforts, and we are opening, hopefully, in Australia and Canada. Similar charities are following our all volunteer-ran model. One of the things we've done is we've developed the first app written for IBC, so patients can have information. Just like I said, the information is limited. There's not much out there. Patients had to go here, there, and yon and gather it up. We collected it all into one place and put it in that app, so people can also build a vocabulary to ask the right questions to get the right treatment. IBC is unique in its presentation. It also has unique treatment. We want women to get the best possible care, and also have the researchers have the money that they need to fund research. So I hope people will learn more about the IBC Network. I think they'd be very pleased at what they see. We're incredibly transparent. Everything's on our website of everything we do and what we spend and how we do it. And I hope that it will give women encouragement to see that research is being funded, and I hope it will give scientists the means they need to do their good work.
For more information, you can visit our website at theibcnetwork.org. You can also download the IBC Network Foundation app.